Y'all saying why is he saying that? He can't tell his opinion, dog. Like y'all act like whatever Ace say, it gotta go, and that's what everybody else think. Like he can just he's his own person. That is a grown ass man. He can say what he want to say whenever he want to say it. You know, so he can speak his piece. Like y'all judging the man for or opinion. Like he want happiness for Olandria. He want happiness for Nic. You feel me? It's not Ace. It's not Ace picking a side. It ain't. It ain't even none of that, bro. Like y'all gonna dig super deep into this um, for no reason, but bro, Ace just want nothing but happiness for his people, bro. That's literally all it is. It ain't even nothing like too deep into it where y'all get into reaching for shit.
First of all, you have to remember how this all started. Ace and Taylor decided to team up, allegedly, because it sure seems like they worked together and tried to sabotage Nicolandria's entire brand moment with this. But here's the plot twist. Instead of crumbling under the pressure, Nic and Olandria did what they always do. They turned it into view. Their fanbase rallied, the brands doubled down, the bookings increased, and Nicolandria became even more of a culture force. Ace, realizing he had overplayed his hand, decided to creep back into Nic's orbit, and he tried to do it quietly. There was this attempted photo op that felt like it was supposed to be the start of a redemption arc. Nic wasn't having it. At the off-white party, Nic basically ignored him the entire night, and let's be honest, the cameras caught every second of that chilly reception. This was supposed to be Ace's moment to remind fans that he and Nic had history. Instead, it just reminded everyone why Nic had distanced himself in the first place. And because that flop didn't go as planned, we have what I like to call the whisper campaign. Suddenly, Taylor, who had been radio silent for weeks, ran back online claiming that they tried to take down Ace. Excuse me? Who is they? Nobody tried to take Ace down. Ace managed to sabotage himself just fine. What happened here is that he took shots at Nicolandria, missed, and ended up boosting their brand power instead. Here's the part that really got me. When Nic and Ace were finally spotted in the same space again, fans didn't celebrate. They didn't flood the comments with, "Yay, they're back." Instead, they dragged Ace. They told Nic to keep his distance, and honestly, I think Nic heard them loud and clear. That's why Ace and his self-appointed spokesperson Taylor are mad. They're not upset because of some imaginary takedown. They're upset because the fandom closed ranks and the door back into Nicolandria's world is firmly shut. And now they're triggered. Now let's talk about Chelley for a second. Do we really think Chelley and Olandria are still besties after what Ace pulled? That man tried to destroy Olandria's image, dragged Chelley's name through the mud in the process, and made their whole sisterhood look shaky in public. Ace seemed to think he could just waltz back in, grab a drink with Nic, and everything will magically be back to normal. Spoiler alert, that is not how real friendship works. And as for Taylor, he needs to stay in his lane. The timing of his little rant is given desperate for attention. Not one invite during New York Fashion Week, not one sighting at the Off-White after party. With the rest of the Love Island Season 7 cast, it's been very much crickets. And then, boom, suddenly he's talking about Nicolandria again. It's almost like Taylor realized no one was checking for him and decided to stir the pot. I'm sorry, but that's not the comeback he thinks it is. If Ace had just kept quiet, played it cool, and maybe posted a few wholesome stories with Chelley, this whole thing could have blown over. But no, he wanted to play villain and got burned. Nicolandria remains undefeated, and the fanbase is not here for a redemption arc. So yes, the moral of the story is simple. Sometimes you just have to sit there and eat your food.